Welcome to Star Family Tarot. Your intuition led you here. The theme for this video is what do you need to know to level up in your life? So I've got 3 cards here in front of you to choose from. Card number 1 is going to be this blue lace agate. Blue lace agate. Card number 2 is this yellow citrine. And card number 3 is a rose quartz. So before choosing a card or crystal that you're drawn to, take a deep breath and ask your spirit guide team to help you choose which card is right for you at this time. They love to help, but you've got to ask. If you found this channel, you are an old soul and probably a light worker, so welcome, you're in good company. And remember, this is a general reading, so trust your intuition, and if something doesn't fit, then it's not for you, or it may connect later on. So as always, you can find the timestamps for each reading in the description box below, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, card number 1. If you picked this blue lace agate and the first card out of the 3, then this message is for you. So I went ahead and channeled a message regarding the theme of the next level of what you need to know to bring you to the next level in your life. And the card that represents that energy is the Queen of Pentacles. And I will read you that channeled message now. This is a fruitful time of growth and development of material and financial growth, or development of building abundance when it comes to your physical health. This is a slow and steady progressive energy that builds upon itself. It's an accumulation of all of your efforts to see your success come to fruition. What have you been steadily working towards to create more abundance in your life? If you haven't already, you will see the fruits of this labor soon. This is the time to use your creative life force energy to create material manifestations, to make your dreams appear here on this physical plane. This queen is so dependable, practical, and financially responsible. She's also a compassionate, nurturing mother energy that can reflect the Empress. She is sensual in a way that can delight the physical senses. How can you embody this energy through the portal of your senses? Can you wear clothing that makes you feel regal, refined, and feels good on your skin? Can you nurture your physical body with sweet and gentle care? Can you slow down to enjoy a bite of chocolate or a sip of high-quality tea? These small actions add up to raise your vibration, to soar you to the next level of true and complete abundance. So off to a positive start here for what you need to know to level up. Loving this. So what we'll do is pick a few, Spirit will pick a few tarot cards about what you need to know in order to level up in your life. Then we will pick an oracle card and end with an animal spirit oracle card. So what does card number 1 need to know to level up in their life, please, Spirit? What does card number 1 need to know to level up? All right. 9 of Pentacles in your past position. Look at these pentacles you have going on. 3 of Wands in your current energy. Four of Cups in your challenge area. Ten of Cups and your advice. Love this. And in your final outcome, the Queen of Cups. Yeah, this is such a positive spread. Wow, 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 wow. You guys been working on something. Just working on something. Okay, let's get into it. So in your past position, you have the Nine of Pentacles. She is abundant. She is independent. She has built this wealth for herself, by herself. In the traditional Rider-Waite, they have the separation of like 6 pentacles versus 3 pentacles, which symbolizes to me that you have 6 pentacles always in motion, always in circulation to create more abundance for yourself. And then you also make sure that you have 3 just tucked away, stored away, squirreled away, to make sure that you have that even balance of making sure you always have your back covered, but then also you're playing with abundance. You're playing with circulating energy. So this tells me that that's something that you've been working on recently. That's something that maybe you've mastered recently. That tells me that you have been leveling up in your finances, in your career, in the money that's available to you now, or maybe just the way that you walk in the world, the way that you're treating your physical body, the way that you're taking care of your physical body, the way that you're nurturing, the way that you're honoring your sacred vessel that houses your divine spirit. It's such an honor to have these temporary vessels to house our sacred divine energy. And so whether that's reflected in the way that you are creating abundance for yourself in a material or financial way, or in a physical body way, all of those elements are on the physical plane, and they're all important to nurture within ourselves. So well done here for taking care of yourself. And this is ultimate freedom though. So if you haven't already, will manifest for you very quickly. The freedom that comes with that abundance, right? To be able to have some of your coins in circulation at this time. Really making sure that you've created that security and that stability, because the next step after the Nine of Pentacles is the Ten of Pentacles, which is ultimately generational wealth. It's wealth that spans generations, that can take care of multiple generations. So you're well on your way to create that type of abundance that will benefit others. But right now it's about you and your own journey. Retreating from the world into your own blissful garden that you've created for yourself. Really being with yourself, knowing your worth, and just marinating in that energy. Beautiful card. Love that. And in your current energy, you have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is all about looking to the horizon to see what's next. These two of the three wands here, they're established. They don't require her to hold up the staffs anymore. They don't require her actual maintenance anymore. They're stable. There's a foundation that's been established here, and now she's looking out to the horizon to see where she can go next, to see how can she expand this energy. And the wands is related to life purpose, related to career, related to the work that you're doing in the world, related to your passions. So you're right now considering expanding the work that you're doing in the world, and you're excited to see from this higher vantage point of like, how can I be in this golden energy of the sun that's shining on me now and expand that out further into the world? How can I share my passions with even more people? How can I bring my work that's sanctioned by my higher self to even more people? So it's an exciting time. It could also indicate travel too. So if you're thinking about traveling, that's a good time to do that. It can indicate moving. That all looks really good here with this card. It also could be a time of like, what are you waiting for? This could be a message from Spirit saying, if you've been waiting, if you've been planning, if you've been preparing, if you've been, meticulously planning your next move, this could be saying the time is now. The winds of change are here for you. It's time to expand out now. And interestingly, we have the Four of Cups in your challenge position, which is a card of about like discontent, boredom, contemplating your current emotional fulfillment that's here and knowing that there's something more here. And it's also a time to turn inwards, to turn your attention inwards and turn your energy internally to realign with a new phase of your life, calling in this next cup here of emotional fulfillment. And what's interesting is that all she sees here are these three cups. She doesn't have the perspective to see this fourth cup that is available, that is actually coming from within her being. So you have the capacity to generate more emotional stability and well-being from within. So it just requires a shift of perspective to see what is already available to you, to see what's already present in your life that you can glean more emotional satisfaction from. So when it comes to venturing out, maybe this is like a restless energy perhaps. If this is a restless energy looking to expand out, how can you first check in with yourself and make sure that that's coming from a place where you have the capacity to receive more before you go out looking for more? Making sure that you're venturing out from a place of fullness is, Make sure you're venturing out from a place of fullness is what I'm hearing. So making sure that your cups are filled before you're venturing out here. So that could be a challenge for you at this time, maybe you're not appreciating the opportunities that are already available. Like looking out to the horizon, what's next? Well, maybe it's something that you haven't considered yet that is actually already present here. Maybe people are trying to work with you, trying to engage with you in a way, trying to promote your business, trying to take care of you at work, trying to support you at work, but you maybe haven't been as receptive to that. And so it's just calling you to consider all of your options here. Consider all of your options really thoughtfully, and that's required by being in contemplation with yourself before moving on. I think that would be the advice here. Before moving on to expand, to really take all of your opportunities that are available to you that you haven't considered into consideration. And in your advice is the 10 of Cups. This is complete emotional fulfillment after a time of difficulty, after a time of maybe tribulation, after some, it's the rainbow after the rain traditionally, right? So it's complete emotional fulfillment. So if this has been a challenge for you, is not feeling exactly fulfilled, it's calling you to see how you can engage with others around you, especially in your family or your chosen family, those people that you consider to be closest to you. How can you cultivate more emotional well-being with others is what I'm hearing. So after that time of contemplation, how can you go and sit with your family or your chosen family, the people that are closest to you? How can you go and sit with them and just really relish in that moment? Really relish in being together, really appreciating them for who they are, really appreciating all of the success that you've had recently, really appreciating all of the abundance that you've been able to create. Just really soaking in that gratitude. Maybe it's developing a gratitude practice. This is also just, again, it's indicative of a happy family. So if you are looking to get married, if you are looking to have a relationship that will create a family, if you are looking to have children, this card is saying it's a fabulous time for that, if that's what you're looking for. But what's beautiful about the 10 of Cups is that it not only has like the fulfillment from the 9 of Cups, but it also has the 1 in 10, right? So there's a 1 in the 10, which has the new beginnings energy. So this is complete satisfaction, and you have your foot into the next stage, into the next cycle, into the next up level of your life. So in order to get to the next level of your life, it's really being grateful for what's in front of you. It's beautiful. And then the universe will give you more of it. It's pretty magical. It's a magical practice, gratitude. And it's so often it's like, well, we think we're being grateful, but are you being actively grateful is what I'm saying. But this is such an abundance of, like, this is saying that you have since this is in your advice position, this is saying that you have the capacity to get here very quickly. And this is not only just emotional fulfillment, but it's also like it's on every plane of existence. It's in the spiritual world, it's in the physical world, it's in your emotional world, it's in every part of your world here. It's complete. So it's a beautiful energy to try to step into at this time. And if you can do all that, if you can follow that advice and really be absolutely grateful, then your outcome is going to be the Queen of Cups. And look at this double queendom that we have going on here. It's just really she is so intuitive. She is so emotionally stable. She is so emotionally mature. She's so empathetic. But she doesn't have to strive, right? She doesn't have to strive to get there. She just is. She knows herself so completely. She has sat with herself time and time again, like the Four of Cups is asking you to do. That she knows her subconscious, she knows her conscious, and she knows how to unite those two realms, right? She's not letting anything in her subconscious fester. Any emotions from the past, she's not stifling them or suppressing them. She's fully aware of them. She bears witness to them, brings them into the loving light of her awareness, and then she can transmute them, let them go, neutralize them. This is a great way to neutralize karma as well. But she's so intuitive that she can see in those realms, right? She can see in emotional realms, and she can see into the emotional realms of others. And that is a superpower, absolutely. So a beautiful, complete outcome here. This is such a lovely reading. So from here, let's go ahead and jump into an oracle card just to clarify anything else that you need to know about leveling up in your life. Let me know what you guys have going on in the comments. I would love to know all the success that you're manifesting at this time. Okay. This makes sense. Inner warrior. Channel your inner strength to subdue and subtly control the issues at hand. Trust your power. Strength, courage, confidence. So it's going within, like we've been talking about with these cards, right? Going within and knowing and being in touch with your inner strength. Channeling your inner strength. Being aware of all your emotions and how they're manifesting into your world. How they're leading your life. Being in that receptive state so you can receive that guidance from spirit. And trusting how powerful you really are. Because you created this beautiful life that you're living or will soon be living here. You created that. Okay, and finally we are going to pull a card from this pocket animal spirit, the wild unknown animal spirit. So if my style of reading resonates with you and you want to dive deeper into your specific situation, I do offer personal readings. You can find that info in the description box below. This is a new channel. If you did receive any helpful insights or clarity from this reading, please like, share, and subscribe for readings delivered every Friday. And the card that jumped out here for you is the snake. Snake. Go ahead and read that. Guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. The snake is the symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste, the snake card appears when there's no more time to waste. When in balance, prosperous, creative, charismatic. When out of balance, starts and stops many things. To bring into balance, yoga, meditation. So I feel like this is absolutely saying, what are you waiting for? Also being sure that you're looking at all of the opportunities that are in front of you, that you have available to you, shifting that perspective, shifting your perspective inward. It's all here for you. Wishing you so much love, light, and support on your journey, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hello, card number 2. If you chose this citrine as your crystal and the second card, then welcome to your reading. So I went ahead and pre-shuffled, chose a card for you. Well, Spirit chose a card for you to represent the energy of what you need to know in order to up-level in your life. And I channeled a message in advance for you, so I will go ahead and read that to you now. And the energy representing the overall theme for what you're up-leveling, what you need to know in order to level up, is the King of Cups. So this card is consistently making an appearance in my readings, which it's like an impressive reflection of your energy. So thank you for being here. I'm choosing to read this as your energy, even if you don't identify as a masculine energy. This king represents the intellectual application of your emotional world or of love in relationships. He is intensely wise, caring, and diplomatic, but mostly he has the capacity to feel very intensely. This capacity is his superpower because he has learned to master his emotions in a way that is wholly and completely integrated with his being. He is the eye of the storm others can turn to in times of great emotional upheaval and uncertainty. Your guides want you to know this is absolutely possible for you and the way for you to level up, to wield your emotions, to make anything that has been in your unconscious or subconscious conscious. He has a deep understanding and awareness of himself from the seat of the observer. Awareness of your rich internal world allows it to align with your conscious desires to manifest what you want and to be certain it's what every part of you actually desires. He embodies emotional maturity and a calming energy. How are you witnessing your conscious realms with the compassion of this king? This will be your key in leveling up in your world and probably neutralizing some karma at the same time. So, love this to start us off here. What we will do is choose a few tarot cards to represent this energy for you, and then we will pick an oracle card and end with a wild unknown animal spirit card. So, without further ado, what does card number 2 need to know to level up in their life at this time? Card number 2. 2. What you need to know to level up in your life at this time. We have the Knight of Pentacles in your past position. The Four of Wands in your current energy. Temperance in your challenge position. Ten of Swords in your advice position. And the Nine of Cups in your outcome. Very, very interesting. So, jumping right in your past position, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the slowest moving knight. It represents earth energy. So he has the capacity to plant all of the seeds that are available to him, but he's got to get moving. It's time to get moving. It also can represent hard work, productivity, but also could be slow progress or moving a little bit slower. Can represent a work in progress. This is a very hardworking, thorough, unwavering type of energy. So it feels like you could have been toiling away at something recently. You could have been toiling away at creating abundance, creating money for yourself, feeling like your progress was slow going. But I feel like at this time, this is definitely paying off. Like jumping ahead here, looking at your spread, it feels like this is definitely paying off for you now. So that showing up every day and working at it and being willing to put in the effort, being willing to be super dependable, being willing to take action. It also could be saying that you were waiting for the perfect time to start creating abundance for yourself when there really is no perfect time. So that's the energy that you're moving out of. And in your current energy, we have the Four of Wands, which is that initial stage of stability that you've achieved from your career. That initial stage of stability that whatever you're currently working on is now paying off, and it's time to celebrate. It's a beautiful time to celebrate, actually. It's a beautiful time to be together with family, with chosen family. It's also indicative of marriage, if that's something that you're looking for. Marriage, creating a family. It's a beautiful time to celebrate with your loved ones, especially in what you've been working on currently. It seems like you've been working on your personal growth and also on your material abundance as well. So this is a time to celebrate. This is a time to really bask in your success. This is creating a foundation that can be used for building further. So you've created this beautiful foundation here, and now it's time to continue building. And it sounds like that's what you've been doing with the Knight of Pentacles in your past position. But like I said, this could be indicative of marriage or commitment card. So this could be working on a relationship. This could be working on being an emotionally stable and calm, loving, compassionate partner as well. This doesn't have to necessarily be career. Whatever it is for you, this is ultimately creating more freedom in your life. These wands are standing on their own, so you've done that. You've created that stability that those wands can stand on their own and they don't need you. So how can you continue to build on that? And in your challenge position is temperance. And this is ultimately the alchemical process of taking one thing and making it into another. Since she's using cups, I'm hearing this could be about your emotional state. This could be a challenge to take emotions that have been buried in the past, perhaps that's what you've been working on, or the energy that Spirit's calling you to step into, to embody, is to take that energy of pain of the past, and how can you create happiness, peace, fulfillment from that pain? How can you create wisdom from that pain? It could also be a challenge to be in meditation with yourself. It also could be a challenge to have patience. This card can represent patience as well. So the patience that it takes to do that emotional work, it could be challenging for you at this time. And it's challenging for all of us, especially, when I talk to my clients and they say, I've been working on this for how long? How much more work do I have to do? And I say, healing is a spiral a lot of times. So it's like we feel like we've done this work, and just because it's coming back up again doesn't mean that you haven't done the work properly. It's just now you have another opportunity to heal it even deeper, on even more layers, on even more dimensions of reality, right? On like cutting through even more, going even deeper. So we're always oscillating. If we're doing this type of work, we're oscillating between doing that healing and then a time of integration. So you could be feeling a little bit challenged by the patience that that type of work calls for. This is absolutely a card of healing, of being in recovery of some type, whether that's emotional or physical recovery. It's knowing how to regenerate yourself, knowing how to care for yourself in a way that is going to take something that no longer serves you and turn it into wisdom and fulfillment. So this card, with regards to patience, it could be allowing you or asking for you to go with the flow, to weigh your options carefully. This also could be asking you to take something with moderation as well. So it could be time, like if you've been doing this emotional work, could be time to rest now and to allow your emotional and energetic being to integrate the work that you've done. Because in your advice position is the 10 of Swords, which is really interesting. This is saying that this is the end of a cycle. This is the end of mental, emotional torment. This is actually, I know this is a scary image, but this is actually great because this means that this energy is never coming back. So it's asking you to let go of something. This energy is asking you to let go of something so you can heal. This could be a relationship. This could be a substance of some kind. Sometimes with this card, it can be indicative of substances or addictions, maybe to food, or anything can be an addiction, really. TV, thought patterns. But this card is really asking you to be done with something and never bring it back because it's no longer serving you and you're at the end of this cycle. So what is it that you need to let go of at this time? In the traditional Rider-Waite deck, this card, his hand is making this gesture that symbolizes blessings. So this is actually a blessing in disguise to have this energy be over with at this time. Because it's time to generate a new cycle with much more consciousness coming forward, to know what you no longer want in your life and to be really honest about that. This is a point of no return at this time. And in your final outcome, we have the 9 of Cups, which is the wish fulfillment card. And it's also really being in the energy of what it is that you're calling in. It's that kind of fake it till you make it sort of energy of knowing whatever you desire is meant for you, that you are worthy of receiving whatever it is that you desire, that you're worthy of having this emotional fulfillment and stability, that you're worthy of having this beautiful success and harmony in the family. And knowing that it's possible for you to have it. But this is saying that it's on its way to you at this time. So to act as if and trust. To trust that you've been doing the work, to trust that you've been putting in the time, to trust that you have the strength to cut away what no longer serves you. And you can have whatever it is that you wish, including emotional fulfillment and peace, serenity within your soul. All right, so now we're going to pull an oracle card to clarify here what you need to know to level up in your life. Pull a clarifier card here for card number 2. What does card number 2 need to know to level up in their life? Your time is now. You're at the right place at the right time. You have to do what you're meant to do. Ready. Time sensitive. Act now. You've been tilling the soil. You've been planting the seeds. You've been having the patience. And now it's time to know that whatever it is that you desire, you can have. You've been doing the work. All right, and finally, we're going to pull a card from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit card to represent the energy for what you need to know and how to level up at this time. What does card number 2 need to know to level up at this time? Spider. Spider. Okay, let's see what this says. Creator of prosperity through life's work, Dharma. The spider is an ingenious creator. Its greatest gift is weaving the thread of Dharma into a vast, intricate web that supports the spider and those around it, both financially and spiritually. It is hard work, but the spider neither tires nor becomes impatient. This card reminds us creativity is everywhere. Be process-oriented rather than results-oriented, and soon your work becomes like the weaving of a magical, priceless tapestry. Abundance follows. When in balance, appreciative, enthusiastic, prosperous. When out of balance, discouraged, tired, forlorn. To bring into balance, playful creativity. This is beautiful, a beautiful message for you guys. That you've been putting in those processes, you've been putting in that hard work, and now it's paying off for you spiritually, providing happiness, stability, a happy home for you. And what's coming up are all of your wishes fulfilled. And sweet emotional fulfillment that you guys have been working so hard at. So wishing you so much support on your journey. If my style of reading resonates with you and you want to dive deeper into your specific situation, I do offer personal readings, and you can find that info in the description box. And if you did receive any helpful insights or clarity from this reading, please like and subscribe for readings every Friday. Love and light, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now. Hello, card number 3. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the third card in the deck, if you chose the third card, then this message is for you. So I went ahead and channeled a message regarding the theme for your reading about what you need to know to level up in your life. And Spirit chose this card, the Star. The Star. So I will read you that message now. In order to level up in your world, the universe is asking you to align with the highest vision, purpose, drive, and motivation for your life with your North Star. This is a timeless reading, but from now, for some time, Pluto's in Aquarius, so this energy is even more available to you. This energy follows the Tower, which is indicative of a big upheaval in your life. This offers an opportunity to build again with a foundation that is closely aligned with who you truly are. This energy offers great healing, so if you've been through something massive recently, it will be crucial to give yourself the grace to rest and heal. The Star is full of spiritual inspiration arriving to you from higher realms who want you to attain everything you're meant to in this life. We need your light right now, so if you haven't already, it's time to contemplate your unique and signature offering to the world. Maybe that could be volunteering with animals, or consciously raising emotionally adept children, or even working as a healer in a way that supports many people. This is New Earth energy that calls you excitedly to offer your individual light because the Star is really you. How are you communicating with your specific divine muse at this time? How are you illuminating the darkness with your inner light? This is a time for a major up level, and if you're following your heart, you cannot fail. So really beautiful energy that was coming through with this card for you guys. I'm excited to jump into your reading. We're going to go ahead and pull a few tarot cards. Then we will choose an oracle card to clarify, and we'll end with the wild unknown spirit animal card. So without further ado, what is card number 3 need to know at this time? What do they need to know at this time about up-leveling? What do they need to know in order to up-level in their world? Okay, you've got the 5 of Swords in the past position. You have the Wheel of Fortune in your current energy. Very cool. The 7 of Swords in your challenge position. Two of Wands in your advice. And the 8 of Wands in your outcome. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. So in your past position is the 5 of Swords, which is definitely like conflict energy. It is competition energy. It is winning at any cost. So it's like there's been a falling out or a disagreement or conflict, and you're walking away with a sense of sadness and loss. You may be resentful or upset, overheated, you may be upset or resentful over heated words that you said, and you may wish that you could take them back. This battle's lost you trust, respect, or even isolated you. It's that feeling of isolation. So it could be fighting a battle that maybe didn't need to be thought. It's seeing others as threats to your own happiness as well. So where have you felt isolated or hurt or felt like you had to defend yourself recently? That could be part of, like I said, the star comes after the tower. So if you've recently been through a tower moment and a big upheaval in your world, a big crumbling of a foundation, of a major aspect of your life, this could be part of that for sure. When we're under stress, when we're under times of big change in our life, like we're more likely to engage with this type of energy, especially with the ones that we're closest to, with the ones that will love us no matter what. But this card is really calls us to choose our battles wisely and to not be in that reactive state. Also to not look through this lens of distortion that others are out to get us, when maybe we're just feeling stressed, overwhelmed in times of uncertainty that a tower might bring. We could be feeling that way, and that could be distorting our perception of what's being said or done. We feel like maybe someone is attacking us when that might not really be the case. So to come through with this open curiosity of what's being said, and an open, vulnerable curiosity to ask more questions instead of being in a reactive state, is something that I continue to aspire to engage with instead of conflict. I don't always get it right, but I'm out here trying. But in your current energy, you have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune says that your fortune is changing for the better. You've been through something recently, it seems. It seems like you've been through something traumatic even for some of you. You've been through something that really rocked your world. It could be a ending, great loss feeling. So to have this turn in your favor and to know that life is full of ups and downs and ebbs and flows, and now it's your time to be in the sun. Now it's your time to have the wheel spin towards you in your favor and to be looking for those opportunities, again, with open curiosity, to be receptive to those opportunities, to make sure that we aren't engaging with conflict energy, so we have the ability to perceive them as they come. And since you've only got wands, major arcana, and swords energy, I feel like this possibly could be about career. Or just your mental state, right? But good things are coming to you at this time, so just know that they're being delivered to you. So lift yourself high enough into these clouds to be able to receive them. It's your time to be in the sun, okay? And in your challenge position is the Seven of Swords, which is really interesting because this is kind of like this card of, usually it's read as like deception, lying, cheating, stealing. But it also could just be a card of tactics, right? In the traditional Rider-Waite, I say that it's a card of tactics because he's stealing swords from the army so they can't be used against him later in battle. So he's being tactical with the stealing of these swords from the enemy encampment. But since this is in your challenge position, it feels like perhaps you're feeling betrayed. You might be feeling betrayed from whatever just occurred with your tower moment. So this could be asking you to have more awareness so you're not being taken advantage of. And I'm never really, I love to have it's hard for me to not be 100% positive when it comes to these types of readings, because I think there's so many different ways to see the world and to read energy, and I want to always do it from this higher place. But since this is in your challenge position, this could also be talking about dishonesty from another, but it also could be referring to dishonesty from yourself, like being dishonest with yourself, not being willing to see clearly after the rebel. I mean, it can be really difficult to see clearly after, something so huge happens in your life and it feels like there's a lot of things crumbling around you. It can be difficult to know which way is up, but I feel like that's why this star is showing up now for you, to say this is all that really matters at this time, is finding your true north and making sure that you're being really honest with yourself, because now's your opportunity to rebuild something even greater, grander than you could ever imagine with the star. When you're following your North Star, everything will just line up for you. So what have you not been honest with yourself about? Are you allowing others to be dishonest with you? Really contemplating that, sitting with that, and asking yourself these questions. But if you want to get back into trust and harmony with any relationships that feel like have been strained at this time, coming through with honest communication from both parties is going to be crucial to move forward. And speaking of moving forward, in your advice position, we have the Two of Wands, which is all about moving on to what's next, expanding further. This is beautiful because this makes a lot of sense after, okay, I figured out what my North Star is. I figured out what my reason for getting up in the morning is. I figured out what I really want to spend all my beautiful energy on creating in this world and sharing my light with others. I know what it is. I know what the thing is. And now how can I, the possibilities are endless here. How can I share it with the world? She's holding the world in her hand. Where in the world can I share this beautiful energy with? I'm ready to move forward. I'm ready to expand. So with the Two of Wands is also about planning. It's also about considering your options for the future. It's that discovery phase of the creative process, which is limitless, ultimately. So knowing that it's limitless, especially with the Wheel of Fortune in your current energy, that means that now is the time to ask yourself what you want without limits. And as long as you're getting in touch with your why every day, you absolutely will have the energy to move this passion forward. And in your outcome is the Eight of Wands, which is swiftness. It's such a fast-moving energy. It's like you set your sights on what's coming up next, you plan, you know exactly where you're going, and then things start to orchestrate behind the scenes for you in your favor. Then this is like there are no people in this card, because now it's like the universe is just organizing itself to support you. So you know exactly what your mission is. You start planning for how you're going to implement it and share it with the world. And now that universe is rewarding you with fast, swift action coming towards you. Swift communication coming towards you, incoming messages. This could be correspondence with someone about your mission. This could be correspondence with someone about how they can support you with bringing your manifestation into the world. This is also just like the freedom to move forward. It's like the path is clear. The rubble, it's all been cleared, and now you can see the star, this giant tower of baloney isn't in the way anymore. You can actually see your star. You've let go of this chaos, deception energy. You've let go of this competition. You've let go of this conflict energy. Now you're planning your next move, and the path is clear. Things are already in motion. So as long as you're being really honest with yourself, you're letting go of this conflict energy, you're taking the time to plan, then everything is going to line up exactly the way you want it. I love it. All right, let's pull a clarifier card here about what you need to know in order to up level at this time, to level up your life. What does card number 3 need to know to level up their life at this time? Wide open. The path before you is clear. Your desires and intentions are supported by the universe. No blocks, open path. Yes. I mean, literally, what did I just say? What did I just say, y'all? I can't make this stuff up. They're just like, I meant what I said. I said what I meant. It's wide open. Your path is clear. You can achieve whatever you wish to with how your own light, how you're going to allow your own light to shine into this world. You're meant to at this time. So the universe is opening up this portal, opening up this path for you to step through. Especially after, sometimes a tower can be like an initiation, right? Awesome. So finally, we'll end with an animal oracle card from the Wild Unknown deck, my little pocket baby deck. And if my style of reading resonates with you and you want to dive deeper into your specific situation, I do offer personal readings at the time of this recording. You can find that info in the description box below. And if you did receive any helpful insights or clarity from this reading, please share, subscribe, like for readings every Friday. What does card number 3 need to know to level up at this time, please? Raccoon. Raccoon energy is at play within all artists to greater or lesser degrees. At best, it indicates talent, tenacity, and skillfulness with a particular musical instrument or creative tool. Its shadow side points to an unresolved issue around self-image and success. Sometimes using a stage name or wearing a mask works in an artist's favor. Other times, it limits creativity. Am I who my audience thinks I am? What if I am ready to grow into something more? Raccoon energy won't let us off the hook until this creative ego fear is resolved. When in balance, generous friend, exceptional artist. When out of balance, competitive, starving artist. To bring into balance, make new work. Well, this could be pointing to the swords energy that we were discussing earlier with this competition, because ultimately, in this new energy, in this new world, there is no such thing as competition, because no one can shine your light the way that exactly you can. No one can share your gifts the way that you share them. You have a unique signature. You're here for a reason. So to know that with utmost certainty, and you can't lose. To remember that, to build your confidence through creating, just being in that creative flow. Really exciting times for you guys. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know if you know what your North Star is in the comments. I would love to hear about it. Wishing you support, love, and light on your journey. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.